Hello, Ramblin' Man Moto, coming at you, mid-80s here in the Commonwealth of Virginia today. I thought I'd share a little bit of my trials and tribulations of moving from the Shoei Neotec 2, which I had owned for about 5 months. Had a broken part. Shoei refused to repair it under warranty, which I find odd because it was just a simple little visor thing. Told Revzilla to refund me all my money. Revzilla, which is always awesome to me, said they would sell me the Neotec 3, which was now $100 more for the same price as what I paid on the Neotec 2, which is what I did. So I posted some videos with the Neotec 2 where I bought a 3D printed solution to get around the Cena unit that Shoei was pushing. Well, between the Neotec 2 and the Neotec 3, Shoei changed the design, so it's a different type of clip. It's a little thinner, especially on the edges. And so I ordered the Neotec 3, which I'm wearing now, and have been wearing, but without a comm unit. And I had ordered a 3D printed solution designed by the same guy that made the Neotec 2 solution. You guys watched that video and ordered it for yourself. I heard from many of you. On the Neotec 2, it worked perfectly. On the Neotec 3, I ordered it with the same specs. I asked the guy who designed it some questions, and you know, I find some of these guys are a bit prickly, and he is in that category. I'm not a 3D printer. I'm not an expert in 3D printing, and I think these guys, you know, I said that, but they talk to us as if we're all experts in all this. And you know, I even threw out maybe he could just order it and I'd pay him. So I ordered the part myself, had it made, and it broke in 20 seconds. And I might show that here. Alright, so I'm back from that, and you know, that part broke in 20 seconds. I reached out to the guy who designed it. He blamed it on poor manufacturing. And the manufacturer, of course, blamed it on a poor design. So what does that mean? It means I'm out $50 because they're pointing the fingers at each other. And I have a message from the guy who made it of basically, well, what can I say? Shoei changed the design. Well, of course, I think what you say is, you don't put out a design that's not tested right. And if you're going to tell us materials, say it in plain language. Tell me where you ordered it and how you ordered it. So then the response I got was, well, I should have ordered it in polycarbonate. Okay. So I changed manufacturers because I wasn't sure my site had polycarbonate. They tell me it's going to be a 3 to 4 week wait. Okay, kind of a bummer, but I'll wait. So I've been waiting. On Monday, FedEx says they've delivered the package, and I was here at home on Monday. No package. We live in a rural area, and this happens. A neighbor down the street said, oh, they tried to deliver that to me. I was out in the yard, and I told them that's not my package, but they live just down the street. No one has seen the package since then. I reported it immediately missing, called FedEx, and I get a, you know, hello, Mr. Ramblin' Man, Mr. Ramblin', no, package says delivered. You have package. Well, I wouldn't be calling if I had the package. Oh, it says package delivered. Mr. Rambler, you have package. No, I don't have the package. Could you quickly contact the supervisor who, while memories are fresh? No, we can't do that. It says delivered. Have you checked front porch? So honestly, between English being, it sounded like a second language, and a very bad headset on their side. I ended up hanging up. I couldn't understand them. We weren't getting anywhere. I called back about an hour later. Hello, Mr. Rambler? Your package was delivered. Yes, yes. It says on front porch. Yeah, it's not here. So, I got nowhere with FedEx. I tried the local supervisors. I had their number from something before, and they were great. Not this time. The shipper had been in touch trying from their side and saying pretty much they weren't having much luck either. So now a whole week has gone by, which brings me to today. And you know, I've been doing without a comm unit, which means no phone, no checking messages, no being able to call 911 if I'm on the ground in an accident. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna, oh, and the manufacturer, I guess it's not the manufacturer, they're just a company you order from. Sounds like they're having other people make them. I thought told me it was going to be another 3 to 4 week wait. So I saw some other reviews of people online saying they went ahead and installed this using adhesive, but you have to put it a little further back on your helmet. And I'll try to show a picture of that. Why show a picture when a video may be better? So this is my Neotec 3 helmet, and with the Osmo camera on the front, and this is how I ended up mounting using the adhesive plate, the glue plate. Now normally, you know, if we got a 3D printed solution, it would go right there and would be right here on the helmet. This has to go further back, which definitely I felt on today's ride. It's just a little further back. It's not the end of the world, but it's not as clean as sitting it right there. Okay, so my muscle memory has me still reaching for the normal location for where it would be, including on my other Shoei helmet. It is a little further back. It's not the end of the world. It's working. And it's just a little further back. And the adhesive, you know, I'm out here taking my first test ride with this setup. Their adhesive tends to be pretty strong, and I'm not that worried about it. I don't feel any wind resistance by having this headset on the side. But the 3D printed solution fits nicely if it'll work, like it did on the Shoei 2, and it looks a little more flush. So I just decided, look, I need to get this headset, so I'm going to take my chances. And meanwhile, I asked the 3D printed people if they could just give me a refund at this point. Oh, they did tell me they had worked with FedEx, and I guess FedEx pays them and reimburses them or something under an insurance claim or something. So they write me back and tell me that their manufacturer said that they're going to have this ready to ship on Monday, and that they'll ship it overnight to me, so I'll have it on Tuesday. But to apologize for all the troubles, which the trouble they created was taking 4 weeks to begin with. But okay, I knew that going in. I don't blame them for what happened with FedEx. But they said to apologize for the trouble. They gave me a store credit in the same amount as what I paid. But I have no idea when I'll be ordering another 3D printed part in my life. So, by the way, I paid 50 bucks for the one that broke in 20 seconds. I paid about 55 bucks for this one. And also, the first company I had used ended up telling me they could make a polycarbonate one, even though I didn't see it on their website, for about 50 bucks. So that seems to be the going rage. I came across another website where a guy claims he's making these. He's clearly apologizing to people because he's a one-man shop trying to get other people to make these, I think. And I question whether he said his is made of nylon on his website. Well, that's what I had, and it snapped in 20 seconds. I contacted him before I placed another order, and I got no response. His name is Tubbs something, and I'm sure you guys may find him if you're searching all this stuff. So anyhow, I say all this to say that when the 3D printed one comes, sounds like on Tuesday, the challenge I have found with these Cardo sets, and others have had the same issue, is how to get it the heck off of the plates. And in my case, I've already mounted this little glue pad to the helmet. So to get it off that plate permanently, I don't know if I have to remove that plate and get at it from the rear. By the way, we got one car up here holding up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars behind me, 5, 6, 7. We're going 43 miles an hour in a 55. It's hard to be polite with stuff like this, you know. It's been going on more and more and more and more out here. So anyhow, I'll probably try the 3D printed solution, but I gotta figure out how to get this cradle device off of the adhesive. Frankly, if it worked and it was going to take 4 weeks, that's why I asked for a refund. It was like, just So anyhow, while I sit here and wait for this accident for us to be able to get by, if you guys know a secret to getting that little cradle off the GoPro, off the Cardo devices, let me know. This is the adhesive mount. By the way, when I took it off the 3D printed solution I had from the Shoei 2, thinking I would be, well, I guess I needed to take it off the Shoei 2 when I knew the Shoei 3 was different. I had a heck of a time getting that off, and in fact, I think I just broke it. Meanwhile, the prickly guy that made it said, it's simple, you just push a button and it comes out. That wasn't my experience. And based on a lot of YouTube comments and forum discussions, it seems a lot of people have the same issue of not knowing how to get that darn thing out. And I bet I'm going to have to remove it from the helmet, the adhesive, to get it out. But I hope I can just get a screwdriver. All right, we got what? One car. That may be more detail than you want, but I'm sharing this in case you're considering getting the Neotec 3, you know, and you wanted the 3D solution. It's I think it's a challenge. Now the other thing is, installing these Cardo Packtalk Edges is not simple either, especially the very end of the process, which every video I have seen glosses over it. And people in the comments were like, you skipped the hardest part, which is wire management and how to connect it all and get it stuffed in. I started taping, and I was like, the hell with this. This was becoming like, I was having to pick up the helmet, contort it. My patient wife came in, did her handiwork on it too, and you know, she always sees stuff a different way. My hands were cramping up. I've talked about how I have a challenge with some of that for prolonged periods of time. And you know, the challenge is it's a lot of wires in a small space, and you're trying, and the other thing Shoei has done is they've moved the little channel to hold the boom microphone for the comm unit to the right side, which is really annoying because the Cena unit, I guess, comes with a longer cord, whereas every other maker, well, at least Cardo, I'll say, is made to be on the left side with a very short cord. And I used some tape and Velcro to just secure it in a little tightly under the cheek pad, and we're testing that right now. Oh, by the way, let's slip this into this video that I saw on the receipt from when they printed this 3D adapter that's coming. They made a note on it from the engineer saying the edges are very thin and may be likely to break. And this is in the polycarbonate one. So it's not, you know, it's rather frustrating to hear that somebody might be designing and selling these that hasn't fully vetted whether they're going to work. Now, he said, the guy that made them said that he had ordered 2 with different materials to narrow down that it would work. But again, he is the designer, makes money now. He's selling these, he's not doing it for free. So that's that for that. I just want to give that update.